Hello, welcome, sit back and relax as we bring you coverage of this exhibition match between the South Sydney Rabbitohs and the Cronulla Sharks. Andrew Voss here, and I'm joined in commentary by Phil Gould.
Ah, yes, don't you just love afternoon football? Perfect conditions for both sides to really show what they're made of in attack. I expect to see some enterprising football out there. Gee, the crowd are in for a special treat today, Andrew. Let's go.
Let's go. There's the call from Phil Gus Gould, and indeed we are ready to go. As you look across the field, players ready, crowds excited. What a perfect time for football. It could be a fiery opening to this one. We're all ready. Carney there to field the kick. Smith swamped in the tackle. A pair of defenders there. Best. Williams clear through the defence. Did well in that run, but he's collected and will play it. Smith fends him off. This is a good run. Did well to get that far. Now he's tackled.
Great technique. Fantastic tackle.
Gallen gathered in the tackle. They've got the momentum in attack. Carney. Best. Gibbs caught by two defenders. Best. The torpedo bomb, look out. Up above the attack, he takes the ball.
Yes, that's what we want.
Crocker shut down in that tackle. On tackle number one, Geddes. Ball and all tackle there. They will play it, that's the second tackle. Crocker. Good burst this one. And taken by the defence. Reynolds. King. Two in the tackle does the job.
Move.
Reynolds. Crashed to ground. Inglis has the job of putting in the punt. Williams able to take that catch. Pushes past one.
Move.
Senses a chance out of dummy half. Smith. Nice defence there.
Takes the safe option.
Robson. Ross. Good play. Getting it away. He's got some pace. That tackle has saved a try. Robson. Gibbs. Collected by the defence. Just 5 metres from the line. Gardner. That's good, getting to the loose ball. And he gets a face full of turf for his troubles. Effective tackle. That's two. Crocker decides to run straight. Collected on the 10-metre line. Burgess. There's some real feeling in this defence. Crocker. And not able to offload as they come in over the top. Sutton. There's the punt. He's there to bring the kick back. Great strength. Great fend. Nice low tackle. Gallen. Ross. With an offload. Robson. The Sharks are not afraid to throw it around tonight. Razzle-dazzle stuff. Gallen. Nice tackle. Robson. Mills. Oh, classic tackle that.
Bang. What a tackle.
Robson. Gardner. Good tackle. Two in it. Carney. Smith. Gives him the big don't argue. You can put that error down to superb tackle. Real force in this defence. Gardner. Smith. This is committed defence. Carney. Ross. A battering tackle. Carney. Sucked in the defenders and still offloaded. Well, out of his hands, it's just gone straight forward.
Hard to argue with that call. Spot on.
Inglis evades that tackle. Play on is the call.
Oh, ball control is so important inside your own half. Huge pressure coming up.
Carney. Williams. Powerful tackle. Almost to the line. Best. Gallen. Tackling in numbers here.
Nice tackle, boys. Wow.
Smith. Bakuya. Dropped to the ground. 5 metres out. Robson. Pomeroy. They're over. The crowd is stunned.
The Sharks have scored a very good try here, but it comes back to the handling error, which gave them a crack at the opposition from inside their half.
Change coming into play here. A good goal kickers love being confronted by this sort of chance. Crowd love that. A sensational kick.
Yes, sir. A beautiful kick. Beautifully struck.
Ready for the kick. Centre of halfway. Carney latches onto that kick. Oh, super tackle. Tagatese showing plenty of speed with an impressive serve. Best. Williams. Strong tackle.
I like that. Good tackle.
Runs from dummy half. Tagatese crashes to ground.
Hold the 10.
Gardner. Best. Crosses the halfway line. Flawed in that tackle.
Lock in.
Gardner with a punt. Tries to catch the defence out with a crossfield kick. Everingham. On the bounce, has the ball. Good tackle.
Release.
A quarter of the game gone. Crocker. Over the 20-metre line. Well held, no way through. Reynolds. Azatazi. Smacked into the turf by some strong defence. King. Super tackle.
Move.
Burgess. Good burst this one. He's caught by the defence. Sutton punting. And he's right in position to field the kick. Superb tackle.
A very good chase on the kick.
Robson. Bakuya. Gardner. Picked off in the tackle. Smith is hit in the tackle. Ross. Good tackle.
Get back, look at me.
4. Smith. Best. Pushes him away. Breaks through the defence. Carney. Oh, Gussie, how quick's this bloke? Tagatese. Keeps going. The skill, the balance, the footwork, it was all there.
Good try, very good try. Some slick passing and fantastic support play in the build-up to that. Let's just marvel at that again on the replay.
Change, get a fresh man in. So, this kick from out wide. Keeps his record intact.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far. Still a long way to go, though.
Well, the centre of halfway for the kick. Carney latches onto that kick. Beats a man. Shaken up by a two-man tackle. Tagatese. Good two-man tackle there. Gallen commands plenty of respect from two defenders there. There's metres to be made from dummy half. Pomeroy. Mills. Rounded up in the tackle. Bakuya. Pomeroy. Gibbs. Wrapped up in the tackle. That's tackle 5. Carney punts it. Inglis there to field the kick. Past the 30-metre line. Good tackle. Sutton rushes the defence aside. He runs through another. Grabbed in the tackle. Burgess. That's a textbook tackle.
Fantastic tackle. Beautifully executed.
Sutton. Clark brushes the defence aside. That's a good run, and it took a good tackle to stop him. Sutton. Nailed by the defence. Sutton. The high ball. Under the high ball and well taken. South Sydney Coach has decided he needs him to change now. Shut down and a good tackle.
Move.
Take it easy. Says, out of my way, brother.
Keep going.
Cuts it into the defence. Gallen. Carney. Good show of strength to beat the tackle. Nice low tackle. Take it easy. Gardner. My word, that's a good
Hands
tackle.
off.
Gallen. Robson. Morris. They try to strip the ball in the tackle. Whoops, that's a little too long.
Stupid stuff, boys. No need.
Over the sideline it goes. Restarts play with a tap. Smith. Gallen. Pomeroy.
Right,
Two
he's
defenders
tackle
with a
one.
bumping tackle. Gardner. Take it easy. Smith. And he's
Two
nailed by
hands
the
away.
defence. Take it easy. Pomeroy. Gallen. A
Three.
textbook tackle.
Back with me.
Absolutely no way through there.
Pomeroy. Mills. He's clear. He's tackled and into touch. Inglis. Confronted by the defence.
Release.
Taylor. Wrapped up
Two
by that
hands
tackle.
away.
Azatazi. King. Nice
He's
tackle.
held. 3.
Sutton. Contained in that tackle.
Move.
Azatazi. Halted by that
5.
tackle.
Markers lock in.
Nearly half time. Reynolds. He punts it. Gardner. There to field the kick. Take it easy. Grabbed by the defence.
Release.
First tackle there. Robson. Pomeroy. Mills. Nice
Held.
defence.
2.
Robson. Pomeroy. He's tackled.
What a tackle. Beautifully executed.
That's the first half completed. The Rabbitohs trailing at the break, needing to turn things around.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. How much longer can they hang on here, Andrew? They were saved by the whistle, but I'm afraid the floodgates will open up in the second half. They are just simply being outclassed.
So, second half in just a moment. Ready then for the kick-off. Sutton, there to field the kick. Burgess, good tackle there.
Move.
Crocker runs up at the defence. A battering tackle. There's the second. Taylor. Inglis. Defence comes over the top.
Hands away.
3 is the call. King. Everingham. Contained there.
Level 4. Hands off.
Inglis. Clark. Clear through that tackle. Nice tackle
5.
there.
Hole on a 10.
Inglis with a torpedo punt. That's good positional play to take the kick. Nice defence there.
The coach will be happy with that chase. Perfect.
Carney. Gibbs. What a fend. Remind me not to get in his way. Gallen. Good strength to get through that one. Robson.
3.
Shut down in
Back
that
to
tackle.
10.
Pomeroy. Mills. Seized in the
Get
tackle.
back. Look at me.
Still a couple of tackles up their sleeve here. Gallen. Robson. Gardner. Gets defended. Classic tackle. Carney has the job of putting in the punt. Inglis, a little careful with that bouncing ball and shut out of the play by that tackle. Burgess, pummeled in the tackle. Merritt, and collected in that tackle. Burgess, Azatazi, King, classic tackle.
Bang. What a tackle.
Sutton, Crocker, Merritt, outstanding tackle. Inglis, he punts it. Good positional play, he's there for the kick. Evades that tackle. It took a classic tackle to get him. Carney lines up for another run. Bit of gusto in the hit up. From that play the ball, he dashes from dummy half. Mills. There's the tackle. Tagatese. Nice tackle.
Move.
Robson. Gibbs. Picked off by the defence. Robson has chosen the high kick. Wow, he really found air on that take. Well, out of his hands, it's just gone straight forward.
I can't disagree with that call.
Time to shuffle that 13.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach, I think.
King. That's a good ball and all
Here's
tackle.
one.
Ball and all
Two,
tackle.
Hands away.
That's the second tackle. Sutton. Great strength, great fend.
Three, back
Hard
with
and
me.
straight the hit up. King. Forward over the 30-metre line. And
Ball,
down he
get
goes.
back, look at me.
Yep, good tackle. Dig in, boys.
Taylor. Azatazi. Reynolds.
No, five.
Ball and all tackle there. Launches a kick. He's there to bring the kick back. Pushing the defence away. Nice defence there. Gibbs. Gardner. Fends him off. That's a very good run. Bakuya. Remind me not to get in his way. That's a great fend. Gardner. Pushes past one. He's been taken there. Tagatese. One-handed offload. Close to the line. Still defence to beat. Gardner tries a little kick in behind. He's been able to force it in goal. That's a line dropout. South Sydney. Coach has decided that now is the time to change the 13. Morris with a good catch. They go low in that
Here's
tackle.
tackle one.
Best. Williams. Good tackle.
Two, hands away.
That's tackle number 2 right there. Smith. Gibbs. Held as the call from the referee.
To 10.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
Gardner. Gallen. Pomeroy.
That's
Oh,
tackle four,
classic
hands off.
tackle that. Carney. Robson. Super duper try.
That is brilliant. A fantastic try scored there.
Couple of deep breaths as he looks to kick this one. Well, you can't do any better than that. It's a goal.
The visitors are in total control here. The home side really needs to find something special to get themselves back into this.
Morris there to field the kick. He's been hit hard.
Release.
That's the first of 6. Morris. Best. William.
Two.
Two able to come in defence. Smith. Gives him a big don't argue.
Hands off.
Oh, super tackle.
Takes the safe option.
Gibbs. Gallen. That's wonderful pressure. They've forced the error and he'll be forced to play it. Azatazi. Shut down by the defence. 30 metres away. Clark. Nailed by the
Three,
defence.
markers lock in.
3 quarters gone. Look at this, running from dummy half. Azatazi. You won't see too many better tackles than that. Crocker. Not much loving in that tackle. Sutton. King. He puts a kick in behind. Gardner. A little careful with that bouncing ball. Smith. Grab there.
Two. On the keep going.
Bakuya. Powerful tackle.
Hands away.
Smith. Stopped by the
Ball.
defence.
Get back. Look at me.
Bakuya puts the fend on, picks a mark and runs straight to it. Gardner gets a kick away. He snaffles that one. He can really motor. Rounded up in the tackle.
Tackle one.
That's the first tackle. Sutton, Inglis.
Two.
Nailed by the defence.
There's been some damaging tackles by the visitors this afternoon. They certainly won't go home wondering based on this defensive performance.
Burgess.
That's
Wrapped
tackle
up and
four,
no
hands
offload.
off.
Dummy half dash. McQueen. Gives him the big don't argue. Reynolds. Trying a little kick in behind. The referee has called them back. No advantage.
Poor control of the football. Coach will not be happy.
Time for a change. Get a fresh man in.
A bit of a tactical change from the coach, I think.
Everingham. Rounded up. Reynolds. King. Overpowered in a two-man tackle. Sutton. Burgess. What about that tackle? Inglis. Caught by two defenders. Sutton gets it away. Finds support inside.
Well done.
Inglis. Well, that is what is called taking the pressure off your team. A great take, and they'll come back to the 20.
A very good kick, and the player did well to defuse the situation as well.
South Sydney. Coach has decided he needs interchange now. Pomeroy. Beats a man. Commanding plenty of respect from two defenders. Bakuya. Tagatese. Locked up on the 30-metre line. Gallen. Morris. He's taken there in that tackle.
I like that one. Fantastic defence.
Gibbs. Tagatese. Pomeroy. Two-man tackle is a strong one. Gibbs. Morris. Could show a strength to beat the tackle. Gardner. There's the punt. That ball is over the touchline. Interchange coming into play now. Everingham gets through the front line. Nice low tackle. Azatazi caught by two defenders. Taylor, low. Burgess. That's a textbook tackle. Taylor. King. Brushes the defence aside. Good tackle. Azatazi. Inglis. Strong tackle.
There's been some damaging tackles by the visitors this afternoon. They certainly won't go home wondering based on this defensive performance.
I believe this change will have a big bearing on the match. Gallen. Battered by the defence. Tagatese. Robson. Pomeroy. Says, out of my way, brother. Grabbed by the defence. Smith is hit in the tackle. Williams. Nice tackle.
Tackle four, hands off.
That's tackle 4. Pomeroy. Ross. Robson. Good tackle there.
Markers lock in.
Carney tries his luck with a kick. Showing plenty of speed. Nice tackle there. Taylor brings it up. Nice defence.
There's been some damaging tackles by the visitors this afternoon. They certainly won't go home wondering based on this defensive performance.
Referee blows full time. It's ended. Gus, match is over. What did you think?
Cronulla have been very clinical this afternoon. They haven't given their opponents any opportunities and have recorded a very good victory.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Well, it's bye from Gus, it's bye from Vossi, and it'll be hello next time. Bye now.